I want to show you an optional way that with a little bit of clever rearranging how you can maybe make these go a little bit faster. So we're doing x minus, look, the zeros are 2 plus and minus I. So we have x minus 2 plus I and x minus 2 minus I. So I would say distribute those subtraction signs through the parentheses there. So this would come out to x minus 2 minus I and x minus 2 plus I. So if you look, both of these kind of start with an x minus 2. And then one of them ends with a minus I and one of them ends with a plus I. So it's the same thing, except one is a plus and one is a minus. So we can kind of treat this as a rearranged difference of squares. So remember, when you have the difference of squares, you square the first term. You always put a minus, and then you square the last term, and the last term here would be I. So it's just kind of a regrouping thing we got going here. Now when you square x minus 2 squared, if you do x minus 2 squared, the shortcut was you square the first term, multiply them together, and then multiply by 2. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x, times 2 is negative 4x. And then you square that last term, negative 2 times negative 2 would be positive 4. Cool, so that's the first term squared. Now the second term, I squared, would be I squared. Now you know that I squared is equal to negative 1. So really what we have here is x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus negative 1, which becomes plus 1. And then we can combine our like terms there, which gives us x squared minus 4x plus 5. It's one way you can do it. Rearrange, do the difference of squares. Maybe it'll be a little faster for you. So I got another example here that deals with the square root type problems, and it's going to be kind of the same deal. So it said that if you have 3 plus root 2 as one of your zeros, that means 3 minus root 2 would also be one of your zeros. So again, let's kind of distribute that minus sign. So we'll have x minus 3 minus root 2. Over here we'll have x minus 3 plus root 2. If we kind of rearrange them in our heads and kind of think of this as one unit, and then we have this as our other unit, now we have a difference of squares problem. So you square the first part, the x minus 3. You always put a minus between, and then you square the last part. So if we square x minus 3, you square the first term, x squared, multiply them together, negative 3x times 2 would be negative 6x, and then you square that last term, 3 times 3 is 9, minus the second term, the square root of 2 squared cancels out, right? Inverse operation, so it just becomes regular 2. And then we can combine our like terms. 9 minus 2 is 7, so we'd have x squared minus 6x plus 7. So maybe doing that trick might help you a little bit, and I'll try that on the next example. The next example is one where I actually want you to try it before you watch the video.